Hello everybody, this is Jeffrey G97 and welcome to the episode. In this episode is going to be a very simple and easy build using the Lamborghini Huracan Gr.4 at Tokyo Expressway 600. Now in the past I have used a couple of Gr.4 race cars at Tokyo Expressway 600 and surprisingly most of them have been successful. I can't really recall if I've done this particular car not as of yet, but that's what we're going to be doing today. So hopefully this particular tune will help you out at Tokyo Expressway 600. And if for some reason this car does not help you out in this race, what I would recommend doing is saving the car and using it for Le Mans, because it's a really decently good Group 4 race car. So I'll be showcasing how to find the car, the setup, build, and of course race strategy. And yeah, that's going to be it. So hopefully this helps out. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started into the episode. So, of course, going to be our first step is going to be finding the way of how to get the car. You can find this car at Brand Central, and you can also sometimes win it randomly in the ticket minigame if you actually do land on the spotlight. But there is right there, 350,000 credits is the cost of it, and I said before, it is a Group 4 race car, so should be relatively easy to get in the game. There's the stats right there. Here's the livery I'll be using for this race. Now, one thing I want to mention that this is optional, but if you want to go ahead and follow me in the game, that way if you do see my episodes in the future and want to go ahead and just copycat the livery I do showcase in an episode, there's the instructions right there. That way it'd be a bit easier for you to find the livery rather than just having to singly handle finding it yourself. But I would say if you want the livery, just in case you don't follow me in the game, I'd say just look up understeer, and that's going to be on how to get the livery. Now, funny enough, there really isn't per se a special part needed for the car. I checked the rims, just to be curious to see what the rims were, and it's actually standard. So, I mean, if you want livery or not, it's up to you. For the build itself, I would recommend that you just go ahead and just pause the episode and copy the numbers as you see on the screen. We actually had to nerf the power restrictor and had to change some stuff on both the front and the back downforce. Those are going to be your two main factors on how to adjust your PP setting. Also the transmission, as you can see, we have the fully customized manual transmission, and that's going to be up for the first page. Second page, as you can see, we actually went ahead with the high RPM turbocharger kit for this particular car, and that's going to be literally it for the car. So just make sure the three main components to actually adjust the PP is going to be, of course, your downforce, changing that out, having to nerf the power restrictor, and of course the last part is going to be having to buy the fully customized manual transmission over at the tuning shop, and that is literally, it's going to be it for the build. Now for this particular race, I'm going to be using the chase cam because the car has a really bad hood camera overall, and I've actually have been using the chase cam for these past couple of episodes, and it just gives a more surround feel around the track, just to see where you're at on track, figuring out the space between yourself, other cars, and of course other obstacles around the track as well. We're going to be racing on field map 1 for this whole entire race, and I would also say, according to, if you are in fact a manual transmission driver, and possibly this might be the same case for automatic as well, I could be wrong on this, but you should be able to do this race without having to worry about making a pit stop because of the fuel tank. These cars that we're racing against do not have a good fuel tank like we do. We can literally go the whole distance without having to worry about making a pit stop. So that's going to be a huge advantage over the rest of the field. Most of the drivers do need to make a pit stop. And of course the Honda NSX, which is the leader, Gallo, tends to make 2 pit stops. So as long as you stay up to the front, then you should be good to go in this race. But you can see the car handles really good, very smoothly. Thanks for it to be a Group 4 race car. Even on sport tires, it just felt very smooth. Now, there's going to be some times where you actually will have to be a little bit patient because it has a little bit of a tendency to be a little bit on the understeer side. But apart from that, the car has decently good speed. Might not be as good compared to the GTR, the Ria Mia, or the NSX. It's decent, and plus the way to have it, the car it is, having that lower height actually helps it too. So to finish with the first lap, Getting through the main hairpin, we're actually behind these guys, a little bit further back than usual. We're going to go ahead and try to use that slipstream if we possibly can from that red GTR if it's possible, and try to see if we can catch up a bit more into the group. Now, overall pace may not be as quick compared to other race cars or any other cars I've done in the past two, but I think just being very consistent and also not having to making a pit stop was going to help you a lot in this run. So 221 right in the top 5 as we begin to end the first lap of the race. We're going to go ahead and fast forward to later in the race to our particular hot lap. As you can see, we fast forward all the way to the end of lap 10 to lap 11. Race pace overall is generally decently good. We did hit a couple 208s in the race, so the car does have some good pace overall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys watch this hot lap, see what the car is doing, and I'll be right back to finish up the episode. So as we finished up the race, we actually did low to 8.1 overall, which I thought was generally a good, decent lap time around the track. Kept it clean, really did not have to worry about with traffic, which was good. And as you can see, got ourselves a very quick time of a 25:55, so able to go below 26 minutes. Of course, there's some other builds out there that can beat that. Unfortunately for us, we might have made contact along the way. We unfortunately got the standard regular bonus, and that's going to be it for the episode. Now, for the next episode, I'm actually thinking about making a remastered list of the Tokyo 600 guide of like what are the best cars to use it. So I'm going to cut the list down to 2 cars. This is going to be my own opinion on what cars you should have that could be pretty effective in Tokyo Expressway 600. Or I might have it set to 3 cars. I'll probably try to do that as well. So one car I'm going to be showcasing is going to be the Aston Martin VGT 100. I'll be discussing about that some more in the next episode, explaining on the characteristics of the car and showcasing and explaining why this car is like one of the best cars ever to use for that particular race. And after I get done discussing with this car, the other car I'm planning on discussing too, for it to be a very strong contender, maybe actually right now the best car to use for Tokyo Expressway is going to be in fact the classic Impreza Type R with the engine swap. Both these cars are pretty much the best on it in each class when it comes to either be a non-swap versus swap build. That's why I'm doing this. I'm just doing more of a in-depth, easier basic build, just showcasing what are the 2 or 3 simplest builds. I think for my other car I'm going to showcase is going to be the Audi R8, the classic one, because it's also a great pick too. So that's going to be my main plan for the next episode, which hopefully will be a bit more helpful guide overall. I know I've done this in the past and had some good feedback on that episodes, so I can't wait to see what I can do from the next episode. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Thank you again for watching today's episode. Hopefully this particular tune has helped you out in Gran Turismo 7. If there is a particular build you'd like for me to try out, or a different race, car class, whatever it is, you're more than welcome to put any suggestions down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to do them. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, why not go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well? It would be very much appreciated. Also, leave a like and share it. If you know somebody personally that is struggling to get a win at Tokyo Expressway 600, then you're more than welcome to share this episode, and hopefully it will help them out. Until then, I'll see you guys later, and have a great rest of the day or night for my be, and be safe.